Well, look who's here.
Hello, who are you?
Groucho Marx.
You're Groucho Marx? I always thought I was Groucho Marx.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Cross, and welcome back to Classic Radio Rewind. This is the podcast where we turn back the clock and relive the golden age of radio, bringing you the comedy, drama, mystery, and suspense that once filled living rooms across America. If you're enjoying these timeless broadcasts, take a moment to tap that like button and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. It's the easiest way to make sure you never miss an episode, and it allows us to continue to bring you these episodes each and every week. Later in today's show, we'll be stepping into the terrorizing world of inner Sanctum Mysteries. But first, we're starting things off with a classic comedy favorite. First up, Our Miss Brooks. In this episode, Miss Brooks finds herself swept into a Mother's Day dilemma when bargain-priced hats seem like the perfect gift, until good intentions spiral into confusion and comedy. Between school politics, well-meaning gestures, and Connie's trademark wit, what starts as a simple plan quickly becomes a memorable misadventure. Originally aired on May 13th, 1951, this is Our Miss Brooks with the episode titled Bargain Hats for Mother's Day. It's Classic Radio Rewind, episode number 81, brought to you by the WOTR Radio Network.
Colgate Dental Cream to clean your breath while you clean your teeth and help stop tooth decay, and Palmolive Shave Creams for a smoother, more comfortable way to shave bring you Our Miss Brooks, starring Eve Arden. It's time once again for another comedy episode of Our Miss Brooks, under the direction of Al Lewis. Well, in the daily life of Our Miss Brooks, who teaches English at Madison High School, teaching itself only takes up a portion of her time. This leaves a number of free hours each day to pursue an outside interest.
But it doesn't leave quite enough free hours, especially since my outside interest refuses to stand still long enough for me to drop a net over him. In fact, lately, I've even considered taking up another outside activity besides Mr. Boynton, like the one my landlady began recently. Mrs. Davis was quite reticent about her hobby until last Wednesday morning at breakfast, when she gave me a broad hint.
Notice anything different about the table this morning, Connie?
Well, the big catsup stain in front of my place is gone.
It's under your egg cup, dear. Yes, again.
Oh, of course. The big bowl of apples in the center. What a delicious display.
I'm glad you like it, Connie. It's a hat.
Who designed it? William Tell?
No, I did. You probably don't know this, but years ago, I used to design hats like mad.
Why, you mad hatter, you. I never would have suspected. You seem so normal in some other respects.
Well, I haven't had the yen in years, but last week my brother Victor sent me some samples of the material his firm makes, and you know my brother Victor, don't you?
I've heard you speak of him quite often.
He's a peculiar man, Victor. Rather a slow-moving type of fellow, but once he gets interested in something, he follows right through. The last couple of years, he's been up to his ears in plastics.
No wonder he's slow-moving. But what has plastic got to do with your designing hats again?
That's what they're made of. I'll bet you've never even noticed that this is really 2 hats in one.
2 in one?
Yes. Worn this way, it looks like a bowl of apples. But when you turn it around like this, it's a sparrow.
Well, what a novel idea. If you're out with a man you like, you tempt him with an apple. And if your date is a drip, he gets the bird.
I've got 4 of them all made up so far. They should be easy to sell with Mother's Day coming this Sunday.
Well, I don't know, Mrs. Davis. They're a bit unusual for popular consumption, I'm afraid.
Not if they're presented right, Connie. And that's where you come in. I want you to help me sell them at school.
Me?
Yes. If you sell all 4 of them, I'll deduct half of the back rent you owe me.
Oh.
And it shouldn't be difficult to sell them. It isn't as if they were hard to move.
Not if the wind is right. Of course, if I could reduce my debt to you, that must be Walter Denton. He's driving me down to school. Come on in, Walter.
Try to sell him one for his mother, Connie. I'll get into the kitchen and rustle up some goodies for Walter's inner man.
Better get some for his outer man, too.
Greetings to the brightest star in the scholastic firmament.
It's a little early for me to twinkle, Walter, but sit down. You're going to have a bit of breakfast with us, aren't you?
Well, I might be persuaded to partake of a wee morsel if you coax me.
And if I don't coax you?
You couldn't be that cruel.
All right, then. What'll it be? French toast? Eggs? Griddle cakes?
Fine.
Mrs. Davis?
Yes, Connie.
Walter's here. Vacuum the kitchen and bring in the bag.
I was cooking up a giant omelet for him, dear.
He's the little giant that can eat it.
You know, I don't know what's happening at home, but my mother just doesn't seem to be making the breakfast she used to.
Well, maybe she's just worn out.
Well, she does cook an awful lot of meals for us.
Of course she does, Walter. And while we're on the subject, how much thought have you given to her Mother's Day gift?
Oh, quite a bit. And I've come up with something that should show her how grateful I am for all she's done for me. I'm going to get her a present that'll make her forget the many menial and arduous tasks she performs in my behalf.
What's the present?
A bottle of sweet air for the kitchen. What do you think of the idea, Miss Brooks?
It smells. It smells very pleasant.
Of course, I'd like to get her something else, too, but on my allowance, unless my dad chips in, I couldn't afford much.
Walter, I have a suggestion for a gift that your dad will be happy to chip in for. Just look at the center of this table.
Holy cow, is it alive?
Certainly not. It happens to be a woman's hat.
A woman's hat. Oh, you're joking, of course.
Joking nothing. I'm wearing it to school this morning.
Say, that'd make a wonderful decoration for our dining room table at home. Mother always likes to have something gay and colorful in the center of the table.
That's what I say. It would make a wonderful decoration for your dining room table at home.
Wait up a minute, Miss Brooks.
Who's that?
It's me, Tex Barton. Howdy, ma'am.
Howdy, Tex.
You seem in a hurry, ma'am. Why, when I flagged you, you was barreling across this campus like a doggy that just smelled a branding iron.
Well, it's not that bad. Although I do have to see Mr. Conklin before class.
Well, Glory be to Sam Houston.
And hallelujah to Dave Dallas. What's up?
Miss Brooks, have you any idea of the activity that's going on up there in the upper regions of your anatomy?
What?
Skin me for a lizard if there ain't a sparrow eating apples off in your skull.
Oh, now calm down, Tex. This is just a new style of hat.
A hat? Well, you could have fooled me.
By the way, Mother's Day is just around the corner. Have you decided on a gift for your mother yet?
Well, I've been thinking a lot about that, Miss Brooks, but it's kind of tough to figure out what'd please Mom.
Maybe I can help you.
Well, I doubt it, ma'am. For Christmas, Pa and I got her some brand new riding boots and stirrups. For her birthday, we got her a pair of chaps and a Stetson. And for Easter, we decked her out in a spanking new box of saddle soap. So, you see, she's got just about everything a normal woman needs.
A normal woman who's competing in a rodeo, you mean? Look, Tex, a hat like the one I'm wearing would make a lovely gift, and it's only $10.
It sure is flashy, Miss Brooks, and Pa and I could afford that much, but there's a couple of things that have to be done to it first.
For instance?
Well, do you think you could make 2 holes in it?
Holes?
Yeah, so as her ears could come through.
So her ears could come through. Tex, your mother must have a very low forehead.
Well, I wouldn't give it to my mother, Miss Brooks. I'd just be getting it for my mother to give to Lucy.
Lucy?
She's our horse. She sure will look beautiful in it.
I'm sure she will, Tex. You can pick up the hat at Mrs. Davis's today.
Today? When would be a good time, ma'am?
The same time you leave the $10.
But, Daddy, please be reasonable. There isn't time for me to pick out your Mother's Day gift.
I didn't ask you into my office to argue, Harriet. I should think you'd want to see your mother receive a nice present.
I do, Daddy, and I'm getting her one with most of my allowance. But your gift to her is something else again. She always expects something outstanding.
Well, obviously, my dear, she married me, didn't she?
Yes, but about other things, she's pretty particular. I wouldn't mind selecting something for you, but you always insist that I find a bargain.
There's nothing wrong with being frugal, Harriet. It's a bit... Come in.
Good morning, Mr. Conklin. Hello, Harriet.
Hi, Miss Brooks.
Hello, Miss... Good grief! Something has alighted on your hair.
But, Mr. Conklin,
Don't stand there, Harriet. Get a net. Maybe we can trap it for our nature study group.
It happens to be a hat, Mr. Conklin.
It's very exciting, Miss Brooks. Now, if you'll excuse me, Daddy.
Very well, but I'll talk to you later, Miss Important.
Bye, Miss Brooks.
Mr. Conklin, knowing how fond of brevity you are, I'll come right to the point of my visit. Sunday is Mother's Day. How would you like to buy a hat like this for Mrs. Conklin?
For Mrs. Conklin?
Yes, don't you think she deserves something like this?
Well, she has been a source of great irritation on occasion. No, I'm not interested, Miss Brooks.
If I can sell one of these hats, it will help get me out of debt, Mr. Conklin. Besides, it's a real bargain.
I'm sorry, I'm definitely not in... Did you say a bargain, Miss Brooks?
Yes, sir. Much cheaper than you can get it on the open market.
Where did you get it?
Let's just say I have access, Mr. Conklin.
These hats aren't hot, are they?
Hottest thing in town? Oh, you mean stolen? No, sir, they're not stolen. Although you could call them a steal at $10 each.
$10? For a few apples and a small sparrow?
It's evident, Mr. Conklin, that you haven't heard how meat and fruit have gone up. But think of how exclusive this hat is.
Well, for my wife, it would have to be, Miss Brooks. She has an absolute fanatic approach on individualized apparel. She wouldn't be caught dead in anything that even resembled what someone else was wearing.
Mr. Conklin, when it comes to this hat, I give you my unqualified guarantee.
You do?
Absolutely. Believe me, she won't be caught dead in it.
Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate Dental Cream. It cleans your breath.
What a toothpaste.
While it cleans your teeth.
Colgate toothpaste.
Cleans your breath.
What a toothpaste.
While it cleans your teeth.
Colgate Dental Cream cleans your breath while it cleans your teeth. And the Colgate way stops tooth decay best.
Yes, the Colgate way is the most thoroughly proved and accepted home method of oral hygiene known today. Over 2 years' research showed brushing teeth right after eating with Colgate Dental Cream helped stop more decay for more people than ever before reported in dentifrice history. The Colgate way stopped tooth decay best.
No other dentifrice, ammoniated or not, offers such conclusive proof. And you should know that Colgate's, while not mentioned by name, was the only toothpaste used in the research on tooth decay recently reported in Reader's Digest.
So always follow the Colgate way to clean your breath while you clean your teeth and stop tooth decay best.
Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate Dental Cream. It cleans your breath.
What a toothpaste.
While it cleans your teeth.
And the Colgate way stops tooth decay best.
Well, by the time I was to meet Mr. Boynton at lunch, I had sold 3 of the 4 hats Mrs. Davis had made up. One to Walter Denton for his mother to be used as a table centerpiece. One to Tex Barton for his horse to be used as an eye shade. And one to Mr. Conklin for his wife, to be used, of all things, as a hat. I had the sample hat on when Mr. Boynton came over to our table.
Hello, Miss Brooks. Sorry I'm late. I couldn't get here any sooner.
That's all right, Mr. Boynton. Put down your tray.
Thank you.
Notice anything different about me today?
Different? Let's see. Well, for heaven's sake, I apologize for being late. You oughtn't to go to such lengths to chide me about it.
To chide you?
Well, yes, after all, this is a public eating place. You shouldn't balance your dessert on your head.
Dessert? Mr. Boynton, this happens to be a hat.
I'm sorry, Miss Brooks. I'm afraid I dropped my cutlery.
You should be more careful, Mr. Boynton. That knife might have dented your meatloaf. Oh, I'm sorry I frightened you so.
Oh, I should be used to sights like this. When I was a kid, my mother always had some fantastic creations around the house.
Really? How many brothers and sisters did you have? Oh, you mean had. Well, may I remind you, Mr. Boynton, that Mother's Day will soon be with us?
Well, so will my mother. Yes, she's coming down this afternoon to stay through the weekend. Unfortunately, Dad has to stay home on business, but Mom and I are going to have a high old time.
Have you made all of your plans for celebrating the holiday, Mr. Boynton?
Yes, indeed. Oh, it's going to be one mad world for the both of us. I've got a 4-day itinerary all mapped out.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Well, on Thursday, I thought I'd show Mom the new wing of our public library. Friday, we'll do the Museum of Natural History, and Saturday, we'll have a go at the Botanical Gardens.
Wow.
Well, there's not going to be any let-up in the evenings, either. If we're not playing chess or checkers, I'll whip out the old domino set. By the way, can you think of anything that might add to the merriment, Miss Brooks?
Yes, but I think the morgue is closed on weekends. That is, I do have a suggestion that might be quite a surprise for your mother.
Oh, what is it?
Why don't you get her a nice hat? You said yourself that she used to like unique hats.
I'm sorry, Miss Brooks. I'm not interested.
Oh, that's too bad, Mr. Boynton. It's a real bargain.
Well, I'd like to get her something, of course, but this is just out of... Did you say a bargain?
Never misses.
Where did you get the hat, Miss Brooks?
The truth is, I'm disposing of them for Mrs. Davis. They're only $10 apiece.
$10 apiece?
Get your jaw out of the potatoes, and I'll make it...
I guess we could arrive at some sort of a deal, Miss Brooks, but there's one thing of which I must be certain.
What's that?
Well, that my mother doesn't see any other woman wearing a hat like it. Mom's a fanatic on individualized apparel.
I'll sell her the very one I'm modeling today, Mr. Boynton. Bring her over to my place about 8:30 tonight, and we'll surprise her with it.
All right, but you're sure now that she'll be the only woman to have this particular hat?
While she's in town, your mother will be the only woman seen wearing this particular hat.
Good. Well, I'm going to get myself some dessert now, Miss Brooks. Would you like me to bring something back for you?
Yes, I would, Mr. Boynton. I'd like a Coke. The 5-cent size will do.
Very well.
That's all I want right now, Mr. Boynton.
Okay.
Oh, here.
Thanks. I'll just be a minute, Miss Brooks.
Take your time, Sporty. Somebody's got to teach him that money isn't everything, especially my money. Oh, well.
Hello, Miss Brooks. I thought I'd find you here. May I speak with you for a moment?
Oh, of course, Mr. Conklin.
Thank you. Now, about that hat I agreed to buy for my wife, I want it to be a complete surprise. She mustn't see it until Sunday.
I'll say she mustn't. I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise if she did.
Now, there's one important factor we overlooked in our discussion this morning, Miss Brooks. I neglected to give you my wife's measurements.
Well, I'll take them right now. How far apart are your wife's ears?
How far apart? part are her ears?
Sorry, that was another customer. What is her head size?
Well, I don't know, but I'll find out this afternoon and check with you at home this evening. What would be a good time?
After midnight. That is, any time, sir, any time at all. Now, you must have many more important things to do, and I'll be happy to excuse you, sir. If you really have to dash away, I know how those things are. I've had things to do myself. I'm expecting someone...
Miss Brooks, I don't quite comprehend this conversational St. Vitus dance you're indulging in. But if you're always this nervous during mealtime, it's a wonder you haven't got an ulcer.
Oh, I had an ulcer, Mr. Conklin. I had a nice big one 2 years after I began teaching school.
You did? How did you get rid of it?
I just couldn't afford to keep it.
I don't know what you're so jittery about, Connie. Everything's gone swimmingly so far. Walter Denton picked up the hat for his mother during lunch period.
I know, Mrs. Davis.
And Tex Barton came over right after school to get the specially prepared one you phoned me about. My goodness, but his mother must have long ears.
You ought to see his mother's mane. I mean, those aren't the ones I'm jittery about. It's Mr. Conklin and Mr. Boynton. I promised them both that they were buying a completely original creation.
Well, they are that, Connie. The fact that they're identical shouldn't bother you. After all, Mrs. Boynton will be leaving town right after Mother's Day.
Yes, but Mr. Boynton's bringing her here tonight to pick it up, and Mr. Conklin will want his wife's hat as soon as he gives me her measurements. But if he runs into Mrs. Boynton anywhere before Sunday...
Now, calm down, dear, calm down. When do you expect the Boyntons?
Now! Now.
Well, I'll go make some tea and you let them in. Mrs. Boynton's hat is right on the hall table, Connie.
Thanks.
Well, here we are, Miss Brooks. You remember my mother.
I'll never forget her. Hello, Mrs. Boynton. Come in for a second.
How are you, Connie? It's been ages since I've seen you.
Oh, Mom couldn't wait to see her surprise, Miss Brooks.
Oh, then I'll get it for her right away. Meanwhile, just help yourself to some fruit on this hall table. That is, as soon as the sparrow gets through helping himself. That is, here's your new hat. How do you like it?
Well, it's certainly different.
Oh, I knew you'd love it. Well, now that you've seen it, I don't want to keep you and Mr. Boynton another minute. You must have lots to talk over, so don't stand on ceremonies. Just toddle right along, and I'll see you later in the week. Bye.
We're really in no great rush, Miss Brooks.
As a matter of fact, Philip suggested that we might spend the evening with you.
Oops.
I told Mom you'd jump at the idea.
I thought we'd play a few games of checkers, Connie. I'll never forget how exciting it was the last time we played. There was one crowning after another.
You ain't seen nothing yet. But I'm afraid I can't ask you to stay for checkers, Mrs. Boynton. Mrs. Davis has a splitting headache.
But, Miss Brooks, how could a game of checkers disturb Mrs. Davis?
Please, Mr. Boynton, if you were lying down with a headache, how would you like to hear someone constantly jumping in the next room? Now, you'll just excuse me.
Well, that's the doorbell, isn't it? Maybe Miss Brooks has another engagement, Philip. Perhaps we'd better be leaving.
I wouldn't think of letting you budge from this house. Mr. Boynton, I insist that you take your mother into the living room and let her try on her checkerboard, a fruit bowl. Here, take it with you, dear. There's a wonderful mirror near the piano.
Well, if you're sure.
Never been surer. Go along, Mr. Boynton.
Oh, very well. It's right this way, Mother.
Miss Brooks.
Walter, what are you doing here? It's 12 hours until breakfast.
I had to bring the hat back, Miss Brooks. Aren't you going to ask me in?
Not if I can help it.
Well, I'll only be a minute. It's important.
All right, but please hurry. What's the trouble, Walter?
Well, I showed my dad this hat you sold us for a centerpiece, Miss Brooks.
And he didn't like it?
No, he's crazy about it. But he wants a slight change made. He says if you'll wire it up so we can use it as a lamp, he'll give you an extra $3.
If he'll make it $5, I'll put in a motor and he can drive it to work. Please, Walter, get into the dining room immediately. Take the hat with you, quick.
Yeah, but Miss
I'll
Brooks...
explain later. Get going.
Okay, but I wish I knew what was happening around here.
Good evening, Miss Brooks. Well, I've got my wife's head measurements on this sheet of paper.
Thanks, Mr. Conklin. Good night.
Just a moment. There are a few things I have to tell you.
Yes, sir. Come in.
Thank you. I got these measurements from the milliner with whom my wife does quite a large business. She's been going
Pardon
there
me,
for a
but
number of...
Mom would like a drink of water. Oh, hello, Mr. Conklin.
Oh, hello, Boynton.
I'll get it myself if you just tell me. Oh, I didn't know someone was with you, Connie.
Oh, there isn't. It's just Mr. Conklin. This is Mrs. Boynton, Mr. Conklin.
How do you do, Mrs. What is she doing with my wife's hat on her head?
Your wife's hat, Mr. Conklin?
Philip, you didn't buy me the same hat Mr. Conklin bought for his wife, did you?
Oh, I didn't intend to, Mother. Miss Brooks, what seems to have happened?
Shouldn't happen to a sparrow. Look, folks, there's been a slight mix-up, but I'm sure it'll come out all right by Mother's Day. After all, there are only two of you wearing the hats, and you won't be seen together anyplace.
Well, that's true enough.
You do have a point there.
There's no air in that dining room, Miss Brooks. I didn't know you had company.
Oh, this is Walter Denton, one of our pupils, Mother. Walter, this is my mother.
Glad to know you, Walter.
Same here, Mrs. Boynton. Say, what are you doing with my mother's centerpiece on your head?
Your mother's centerpiece, Denton?
Oh, hello, Mr. Conklin. Yeah, my dad and I are going to have it changed into a lamp before we give it to her, though. See, we'll put the wire right through here, and then we'll take...
So, Miss Brooks, my wife and Mrs. Boynton are the only two people with these original creations. I'd give a lot to know just who else is wearing these assembly line specials.
Oh, dear. Who is it?
What is that?
It sounded like a horse.
That's just what it is, our milkman's horse. You see, the milkman is sick, so the horse is making the rounds alone. Green today, Lucy. She's very clever.
She must be, to ring the doorbell by herself. Miss Brooks, open the door.
Yes, sir.
Howdy, Miss Brooks. Lucy and I were just eloping by, so I thought I'd show you how nice she looks in her new bonnet.
But, Tex, you shouldn't have brought her right up to the front door like this.
What is going on here? Why is this beast sticking her head... Oh, God! Even she's wearing my wife's hat.
And my mother's hat.
You mean they got the same hat she sold me for Lucy, Miss Brooks?
Yes, Tex, but...
Shucks, if I'd have known that, I'd have never bought it. Lucy's a
fanatic on individualized apparel, I know, Tex.
Miss Brooks, just what do you propose to do about these hats?
I'm going to take them out to our backyard and put them up in a tree.
A tree?
Yes, these hats are strictly for the birds.
Returns in just a moment. Now, the case of the close scrape featuring Arthur Griffin, mail carrier. Here's what Mr. Griffin told us. Listen.
Here's exactly what happened. Shaving was just one close scrape after another for me, and then I discovered Palmolive lather shave cream and a new, different way to shave. Palmolive's oceans of rich, thick lather ended my worries about scrapes, burns, and nicks. Why, even in cold or hard water, that Palmolive lather way is super smooth, super comfortable.
Take Arthur Griffin's advice, men. The new Palmolive lather way gets beards really soft, and it provides a protective film that actually floats your razor's cutting edge. You get a clean, close shave every time without worry about scraping or nicking, even in cold or hard water. Arthur Griffin and 1,200 other men tested Palmolive lather cream following package directions, and 3 out of 4 reported smoother, more comfortable shaves the Palmolive shave cream way, no matter how they shaved before.
Better get Palmolive lather shave cream. Remember, even in cold or hard water, the Palmolive lather way means smoother, more comfortable shaves.
Now, once again, here is Eve Arden.
What would you do to protect your family and yourself in case of a sudden atom bomb attack? It may never happen, but it could. Remember, you can survive an atom bomb attack if you know what to do. Get a copy of the official air raid instructions from your local civil defense organization. Or write to Superintendent of Documents, Washington, D.C., enclosing 5 cents in coin or stamps. Learn the instructions by heart and see that everyone in your family does, too. Be smart, be prepared.
This is Vern Smith reminding you to tune in next week to another Our Miss Brooks show brought to you by Palmolive Shave Cream for a smoother, more comfortable way to shave, and Colgate Dental Cream to clean your breath while you clean your teeth and help stop tooth decay.
Our Miss Brooks, starring E. Barton, is produced by Larry Burns, written by Al Lewis and Arthur Alsberg, with the music of Wilbur Hatch.
Listen to this. With Marvelous Vel, V-E-L, you can save 90% of dishwashing work.
A quick soak in Vel suds gets dishes and glassware shiny clean. Even if a bit of food should cling, a touch with a dishcloth gets rid of it fast.
Yes, Vel's activated suds lift off and carry away food and grease. So all dishes need is a quick rinse and they dry sparkling without washing or wiping.
All pots and pans need is a soaking with Vel suds. Then you can wash them shiny clean without hard scouring.
What's more, Vel is a miracle of mildness. So get new Vel. Save 90% of dishwashing work.
Our Miss Brooks came to you transcribed.
That was Our Miss Brooks with the episode titled Bargain Hats for Mother's Day, originally broadcast on May 13th, 1951. Coming up next, we leave the laughs behind and enter a far darker place with Inner Sanctum Mysteries. In this chilling story, a man walks alone through the night, plagued by fear, paranoia, and the unsettling sense that danger is never far behind. As the tension builds, every shadow and sound becomes a threat, leading to a haunting and unforgettable conclusion. From February 26, 1946, this is Inner Sanctum Mysteries with the episode titled I Walk in the Night.
Lipton Tea and Lipton Soup present Inner Sanctum Mysteries. Good evening, gentle friends of the Inner Sanctum. Welcome through the creaking door for another soothing half hour of sweetness and light. Oh, I've learned a new trick. Would one of you like to step up here and be sawed in half? What? No volunteer? Well, maybe you're right. The first part, the sawing in half, that's easy. But the second part, the putting together again, I'm still not very good at that.
Mr. Host, how can you joke about such things? Are you trying to get our listeners in a mood for enjoying themselves?
That's it, Mary.
Well, jokes like that certainly won't put people in a good mood. Here's a much better way to do it. Just serve folks a piping hot cup of Lipton tea, and they'll be in a good mood in a minute. For Lipton's is the password to pleasure. It's tea at its delicious best, thanks to Lipton's brisk flavor. Brisk, you know, is the tea expert's own word for the fresh, lively, full-bodied flavor of Lipton tea. Unlike ordinary dull-tasting teas, Lipton's is never flat. It's always spirited and satisfying. Try it real soon and get the extra enjoyment of Lipton's wonderful brisk flavor.
What does a man think of when there's murder in the air? The close presence of death. Does it have matter and substance? Does it generate unseen light waves that touch a man's subconscious? Or unheard sound waves that speak to him when he sleeps? Well, let's listen to I Walk in the Night, written by Emil Tepperman, with Larry Haynes in the role of Peter Lang to tell you this story himself.
I don't know if it was the ringing of the doorbell that awoke me. dragged me back to consciousness out of a deep, heavy sleep. I felt groggy, as if I'd been drugged. My eyes were so heavy, so hard to keep open. That infernal ringing. I stumbled out into the hall. Myrna's room, my wife, there opposite mine. I knew the door would be locked. We'd quarreled last night while the Judsons were visiting from the house next door. Myrna had made a scene. She went to her room and locked herself in.
Pete! Pete, wake up in there!
As I stumbled down the hall to the front door, I recognized Phil Judson's voice. Phil and Henrietta lived in the house next door, just across the lawn.
Pete! Pete!
All right, I'm coming. Just a minute. Can't get this open. There.
Oh, thank heaven you woke up, Pete. I thought you'd never hear me.
What's wrong, Phil? What's that poker for?
Henrietta saw a prowler come out of this house.
A prowler?
What's the matter with you, Pete? You look groggy. Wake up.
I don't know. I feel as if I'd been doped. What's this about prowler?
Henrietta saw him climbing out of Myrna's window. She yelled to me, and I grabbed the poker and came running out.
The poker?
What's the matter with you? Didn't you hear me? A man was in Myrna's room just now.
Great Scott. Myrna's alone in there. Come on. Myrna. Myrna, you all right? Open the door. She doesn't answer. Phil, are you sure the prowler came out of this room?
Yes, they ran around the house and got away. Look, Pete, have you got a key to this door?
No, it's bolted on the inside.
We've got to break it down. Come on, put your shoulder to it. Once more now. Where's the light switch? Oh, here, I've got it. Better not come in, Pete.
Oh, let me in. I've got to see. Myrna.
Take it easy, Pete.
Oh, Myrna.
Strangled. Strangled to death.
Oh, Myrna. Look at the black and blue marks on her throat.
This chain on her neck. It's broken.
It was her locket. The one I gave her last Christmas.
Killer must have taken it with him. And see here, her fingernails. There's bits of skin under them. She must have struggled and scratched the killer's face or hands.
Why, Phil? Why should anyone want to kill her? Then began the long torture of the investigation. Detectives swarming over the house. Men in derby hats examining the body of my wife. Measuring the room, searching for fingerprints. And finally, more men who came and carried her away forever. Through it all, Phil and Henrietta sat with me, trying to give what comfort they could.
Oh, Peter, dear, please talk to us. I can't stand seeing you sit there with your head in your hands. It won't bring Myrna back to life.
Henrietta's right, Pete. You've got to get a hold of yourself.
I know, but I can't stop thinking about it. Those marks on her throat, the torn chain, the locket gone.
Look here, Pete. There's something we have to talk about. Now, get that dazed look off your face and listen to me for a minute.
Yes, Phil.
There's a police inspector in Myrna's room right now. O'Brien is his name. He'll be coming in soon to question you. Now, you'd better not tell him about the quarrel you had with Myrna last night.
I don't get you.
It would look bad for you.
For me? Oh, what do you mean? Phil, you don't think that I... Suddenly, I caught my breath. My right hand in my bathrobe pocket had touched something cold. Phil and Henrietta both stared at me.
Peter, what's wrong?
Phil, look what I found in my pocket.
What is it?
Look.
A locket.
It's Myrna's locket. The one that was torn from her throat. Phil, how could this get in my pocket?
Here, give me that, quick.
But, Phil...
Give it to me. Yes, it's Myrna's locket, all right. You recognize it, Henrietta?
Yes. What are you going to do with it, Phil?
Get rid of it, quick. Out this open window. Well, the police find it out there, they'll think the killer dropped it.
But, Phil, it was in my pocket. What are you looking at, Phil?
Your hand, Pete.
What?
Your left hand.
I looked down at my left hand. There on my wrist were 3 long gashes where the skin had been scraped. As if by the fingernails of a woman fighting for her life. Phil, do you think I could have killed her?
Nonsense.
I don't believe it. You could never do a thing like that, Pete.
Couldn't I? How can you be sure? How can I be sure?
Peter, please, don't talk like that. You're making yourself out some terrible monster, but you aren't. Phil and I know you can't be like that.
I don't know. Maybe I got up in my sleep and killed Myrna without ever knowing it consciously. After all, I did have that quarrel with her last night.
Cut it, Pete. Here comes O'Brien, the detective.
I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, no. It's all right, Inspector.
Come in, O'Brien. Mr. Lang is very upset. The shock.
Yes, I understand. Believe me, Mr. Lang, you have my deepest sympathy. I wouldn't bother you at all at a time like this, but
Inspector O'Brien was a pink-cheeked, cherub-faced, chubby little man. But his eyes were cold and blue and restless. They kept jumping from Phil to Henrietta to me as he fired his questions at us.
Mr. Lang, one more thing. I understand you had a small party here last night?
Oh, no, it wasn't a party. Just Phil and Henrietta and Ted Hale.
Ted Hale?
Yes, Myrna's cousin.
Oh, I see. This Ted Hale, a cousin of your wife's, you say?
Pardon me, Inspector.
Yes, Mr. Judson?
Peter's too easygoing and good-natured to tell you about Ted Hale. But as Peter's attorney, it's my duty to give you certain information.
Oh, go ahead.
Myrna, Mrs. Lang, owned considerable property in her own right. Recently, I drew a will at her request. In it, she leaves a sizable sum to Ted Hale.
Oh, I just thought of something.
What is it, Henrietta?
Well, Peter was so groggy when he woke up.
That's right. He looked as if he'd been drugged.
Well, don't you remember last night? Ted Hale went in the kitchen to mix the last round of drinks.
Oh, Henrietta, that's ridiculous.
On the contrary, it's quite important. Now, tell me, this Ted Hale, what does he do for a living?
Why, he works for me in my brokerage office. To please Myrna, I gave him a job as my confidential secretary.
I suppose you tell me where Mr. Ted Hale lives. I think I'll have a talk with him.
Now, all you have to do, Pete, is sit tight. Let O'Brien follow up his lead.
But, Phil, I can't let him arrest Ted Hale. He didn't kill Myrna. I did. I must have. The locket. These scratches. It's not fair to Ted.
As your attorney, I won't let you strap yourself in the electric chair. You go back to your room and get some sleep. Henrietta, do you mind going back to our house by yourself?
Of course not.
I'm going to sleep right here in the living room on this couch, in case Peter needs me tonight.
On my bed in the dark, I kept seeing 1,000 pictures. Myrna, her face mottled with strangulation. Phil, always so sure of himself. Henrietta, worried and frightened. And O'Brien, his face grim and his blue eyes cold, going off to question Ted Hale. I must have been close to dozing off when I heard the doorbell faintly, as if in a dream. I tossed about in bed for a moment or two. And then I heard the voices in the living room. Phil's, cold and harsh. And someone else's, loud and angry and frightened. I got out of bed and opened the door. I went down the hall to the living room. I had to know who was in there arguing with Phil. It was Ted Hale. Ted, what are you doing here?
Phil phoned me. He told me about Myrna.
I called him up. Told him O'Brien would be coming for him. I suggested he come over here and talk it over with me.
Pete, don't let them arrest me. You gotta help me.
Me? Help you?
You know I didn't kill Myrna.
Well, I'm not sure.
Pete.
What?
I was here last night, you know. When you had that fight with Myrna.
What do you mean?
If I'm arrested, says I had a motive, but what about you, Pete? You were always quarreling with Myrna.
Now, look here, Ted, if you're threatening me...
I only want you to help me, Pete. Don't let them arrest me. Hide me. Hide me out till this blows over or till they get the real killer.
I think Ted is right, Pete. We should help him.
But where?
I'll handle it. You have a dark room fixed up in the cellar, haven't you?
Yes.
We'll stick a cot in there and let Ted hole up for a day or two. Nobody will think of looking for him in this house.
Poor Peter. Seems to be in a daze half the time. Yes, his trouble is that when he's awake, he's half asleep, and when he's asleep, he's half awake. It's no wonder he can't sleep well. He seems to be such an honest person, he can't lie easy.
You know, it's too bad he doesn't go over and stay at Phil's house, Mr. Host. Phil and Henrietta seem the kind of people who do everything to make him comfortable.
Well, I just hope they know something about hospitality, Mary.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Why, everybody knows that the proper way to treat guests is to serve them something delicious. For example, when guests drop in at my house, the first thing I do is put on the tea kettle. And almost before they have their wraps off, I have my best tea service out, and I'm serving them some of my fragrant, fresh-made cake and a cup of heartwarming Lipton tea. For no matter what time of day or night guests arrive, there's nothing like wonderful Lipton tea to make them relax and feel at home. Yes, Lipton's brisk flavor is so lively and full-bodied and satisfying, it just naturally hits the spot with everybody. In fact, I always say, whenever you want to serve your friends or your family a grand, refreshing drink, make it tea. And make it tea at its delicious best. Lipton tea.
Now, let's get back to our sleepwalker. There's no telling what he might have done while we were talking about tea. Now, let's see, where were we? Peter and Phil were going to hide Ted Hale in the cellar.
Now, listen to me carefully, Peter. If Ted Hale is arrested and talks, O'Brien will learn about the quarrel you had with Myrna last night. He'll start digging into things. That won't look so good for you.
No, Phil, wait. I know you're trying to help me, but if I did it... If I did kill Myrna, then there's no use trying to protect me. It isn't right. I'm a dangerous man.
Fiddlesticks.
But you can't brush it off like that. Do you know what it means to lie awake in the night, wondering whether you've killed your own wife? Wondering whom I'll kill next?
Cut that out. We've got business to attend to. Now, here's my plan. We'll let Ted stay here tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, I'll smuggle him out of the country. Get him passage on a freighter to South America, maybe.
You think he'll go?
Sure he'll go. He's scared stiff. But we'll need money. Lots of money. Now, how much have you got in the safe at the office?
Oh, about $10,000 in cash, but there's a batch of negotiable bonds.
They'll do. I'll go down to the office the first thing in the morning and get them out of the safe.
You had the combination?
Yes, you gave it to me when you gave me your power of attorney, remember?
Oh, yes.
Now, don't you worry about a thing. Oh, here. Take this powder. It's just one of the bromides that Henrietta uses. It'll help you get to sleep. By tomorrow morning, everything will be fixed up. Fine.
It was almost dawn when Phil left. And it must have been hours later, close to noontime, when I felt myself being roughly shaken out of a heavy, troubled sleep.
Pete, wake up.
What?
Hey, wake up. Come on, snap out of it.
What? Oh, Phil. Gosh, I feel groggy. What was in that powder you gave me?
Never mind the powder. Get your eyes open. Got something to tell you.
Phil, what's wrong? What happened?
Listen to me carefully, Pete. I went down to the office before business hours this morning and opened the safe to get the money out.
Yes?
The safe is empty.
Empty?
The securities are gone.
Well, it can't be.
Who else had the combination besides you and me?
Only Ted Hale.
Oh?
Do you think that...
I'll bet you $1 to a donut he's gone. Come on, let's check. Look, Pete, there's a light in the dark room. He must have got up early and beat me to it, to the safe.
Ted, you in there?
Always the optimist, huh? Come on, open it up.
Ted. Good heavens. Ted Hale hadn't gone anywhere. He was lying there on the cot. His head was a bloody pulp. It had been bashed in while he slept with a long-handled coal shovel which lay there alongside the cot.
Great Scott. He's been murdered.
We stood there in a narrow, dark room, Phil and I, and we looked at each other. There was a strange gleam in Phil's eyes. I tried to read the meaning of that gleam, but he averted his eyes too quickly. He dropped his gaze to my hands. I saw what he was looking at. My hands were black and grimy with coal dust. And on the grimy, coal-blackened handle of the shovel, there was a fresh set of fingerprints. Phil, did I kill him? Did I kill him in my sleep? The same as Myrna? Phil, I can't stand it being a murderer. I'm going to give myself up.
You'll do nothing of the kind. If you did it, Pete, you're not responsible.
But you do think I did it? And Myrna, too?
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Just think, Phil. Maybe tonight I might kill you. Or Henrietta. There's no telling what I might do.
Rubbish.
No, Phil. It's hard to believe, but there's the proof. I'm a murderer. I'm dangerous. There's only one thing to do.
I won't let you do it.
What else is left?
Come on. I'm going to help you hide Ted's body.
How much further, Phil?
Oh, there it is. There's the bridge up ahead. Okay. Here, help me with it.
We had the body of Ted Hale in a sack with a pair of 100-pound dumbbells to weight it down. Myrna's funeral took place the next morning, and I had to endure the condolences of friends and business associates. But Phil and Henrietta stood by me all through it.
It'll be over soon, Peter. Then you can rest.
Keep your chin up. I'll get rid of the stragglers. Look who just came in.
Where? Oh, Inspector O'Brien. What does he want, Phil?
Take it easy. Let me do the talking.
I came to pay my respects, Mr. Lang.
Oh, well, thank you, Inspector.
No trace of Ted Hale, is there, Inspector?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Judson. We're combing the city for him, but I'm afraid he's got clean away. You see,
It was marvelous to see how calmly Phil could talk to O'Brien about Ted Hale, knowing all the time just where the body was, under that bridge. I glanced at Henrietta. She was watching Phil, too.
Know what I think, Mr. Judson? I think Ted Hale will never be caught. I have a very funny feeling that he's dead.
Later that afternoon, I took a taxi cab and I went down to police headquarters and asked to see Inspector O'Brien.
Glad to see you, Mr. Lang. You're looking a little better this afternoon.
I feel better, Inspector. I feel better because I've come to an important decision.
Oh, yeah?
Inspector, I've decided to tell you something that'll startle you.
That's pretty hard to startle an old hand in my business. Go ahead, I'm listening.
All right. Inspector, Ted Hale didn't kill Myrna. I killed her. That is, I think I killed her.
You think you killed her, don't you know?
It sounds crazy, doesn't it? But I assure you, I'm perfectly safe.
Just a second now. You either killed her or you didn't kill her. If you kill somebody, you know it.
No, not in this case, Inspector. You see, I think I did it in my sleep. Both times. Myrna and Ted Hale, too.
Hold on now. I'll get someone to take notes. I suppose you start from the beginning.
I told him the whole story. How Phil had awakened me. And we found Myrna strangled. The groggy, drugged feeling I'd had. How Ted Hale had tried to blackmail me. and how Phil had awakened me once more, and we'd gone down to the cellar and found Ted with his head bashed in. I talked for a solid hour.
I'm glad you came to see me, Mr. Lang. Glad you told me all this. You must have had a hard time reaching a decision to come here.
Yes. Yes, it was hard, Inspector. Phil wanted me to go away. It would have been so easy to go away and let him take care of things. But I'd never be able to sleep for fear I'd kill someone else.
Well, you needn't worry, Mr. Lang. There won't be any more killings.
Not if I'm safely in jail.
You're not going to jail. You're going home.
What?
In those notes the stenographer has taken, Mr. Lang, I have almost enough material to convict the real murderer. I need just one more thing. Now, you go home and wait. Don't worry.
You mean I didn't kill Myrna and Ted?
Now, you just go along home and take it easy.
I'm back at home now. It's 2 hours since I left O'Brien's office, and I've taken the time to write down this full account, just as I gave it to the stenographer. As I write now, I can look across the lawn to Phil Judson's house. 5 minutes ago, I saw Inspector O'Brien and 2 detectives go in there. The front door is opening now. I can see them coming out. O'Brien first, then the 2 detectives, with Phil between them. They've got handcuffs on Phil. And here comes Henrietta. She's running across the lawn, coming here.
Peter! Peter!
Coming, Henrietta.
Peter, they've taken Phil away.
Yes, I saw it off from the window.
Oh, darling. Everything went right. Exactly as we planned it.
Oh, baby.
Hold me tight, Peter. Tight. We can be together now. Forever and ever.
I'd have killed a dozen Myrnas for you, baby.
I know. And you were clever, Peter. So clever.
And the hardest part was getting Phil to cooperate. But I knew he'd do anything for a friend.
What a fool he is. He stepped right in and took over.
You should have seen O'Brien when I told him the story. I could tell exactly what he was thinking. Here's a poor innocent sap whose best friend is framing him, giving him drugs, and then making him think he commits murders in his sleep.
Oh, Peter. As soon as he's convicted, I'll be free, and we can go away together.
All right. Huh? But you'll have to cancel that trip. Both of you.
O'Brien.
You heard what we said?
Sure did, every word. Remember at my office, Mr. Lang, when I told you I only needed one more thing to clinch the case against the murderer? Well, this was it. I faked the arrest of Mr. Judson, and then I sneaked back to see what you'd do about it. You did plenty.
Well, Pete certainly ruined a perfect crime by talking too much, which all goes to show that it's not wise to kill and tell.
Mercy. People do go out of their way to get themselves into trouble, don't they, Mr. Host? I'm really surprised at Henrietta, though.
For being a partner in crime, Mary.
No, for not being a partner to her husband. Most women, take great pride in looking out for their husband's happiness.
Mm-hmm. You mean like mending the bullet holes in their shirts?
Oh, Mr. Host, there are lots of better ways than that to keep a husband happy. For example, when your husband comes home from work, give him the refreshment of a brimming cup of piping hot Lipton tea. Lipton tea makes a wonderfully pleasing drink at mealtime or any time, because Lipton's is such a grand tea, so deliciously different, more flavorful and full-bodied. If you've been forgetting to get it, why not jot down Lipton's on tomorrow's grocery list now? Remember, Lipton tea always meets with favor, because Lipton tea gives you brisk flavor.
And now, friends, a parting word of advice. If you ever wake up and think that you've murdered someone in your sleep, don't go to the police. Now, just take another powder, brother, and go back to sleep. Oh, by the way, this month's Inner Sanctum mystery novel is The Innocent Mrs. Duff by Elizabeth Sanksey Holding. And next week, the makers of Lipton Tea and Lipton Soup will bring you another Inner Sanctum mystery directed by Hyman Brown and called Accident. Does the wind whistling in your ears frighten you, folks? Oh, now don't be scared. Because when you're pushed down an empty elevator shaft and you hit the bottom, nothing ever can frighten you again. It's just an accident. And you'll learn all the mystery of it if you're listening to Inner Sanctum next week. Until then, good night. Pleasant dreams.
For a wonderful soup, be sure to try Lipton's Noodle Soup. Lipton's is the extra delicious noodle soup that folks rave about on account of all those tender golden egg noodles and that honest-to-goodness chickeny flavor. Tastes like homemade soup that you'd spend hours in making, yet Lipton's is ready in a jiffy. Lipton's noodle soup mix costs less and makes lots more than ordinary canned soups. So get some Lipton's Noodle Soup tomorrow. And tune in next week for another Inner Sanctum Mystery.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
That was Inner Sanctum Mysteries with the episode titled I Walk in the Night, as originally heard on February 26, 1946. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to tap that like button and subscribe on your favorite podcast app so you'll be notified when new episodes of Classic Radio Rewind are released. Don't forget to check out the WOTR Radio Network's 4 live streaming internet stations: Old Time Radio USA, Suspense Radio USA, Crime Time Radio USA, and Nightmare Radio USA, each delivering classic radio around the clock. Visit our website at www.wotrradionetwork.com. We also invite you to listen to our brand new podcast devoted entirely to The Whistler, featuring every known episode starting from the very beginning and released in chronological order. New episodes are posted daily and are available now on your favorite podcast app. That wraps up this edition of Classic Radio Rewind. Thanks for listening, and be sure to join us again when we will hear an episode from Fort Laramie and Cabin B-13. Until then, this is Jonathan Cross, and we'll listen for you next time on Classic Radio Rewind.
Classic Radio Rewind is a production of the WOTR Radio Network. For more Classic Radio Rewind, and to listen to any of the WOTR Radio Network stations, go to www.wotrradionetwork.com.